Brickmaniacs, welcome back to another Friday SitRep here. We got another awesome lineup of new releases and a new pre-order. Let's start with this week's new release though, because it's the biggest thing on the table and there's still some of them left. And this is the JU88. I put the stickers on it this time.
Nice, you did that?
Yeah, I noticed last time I was like, hey, this looks like it's a little barren. And that's partially because there's some awesome printing on here. So these are printed Balkan Cruises on the side. On both sides and then also on top of the wings. So the only stickers you're dealing with here are the ones that are Supercross elements. So now we have the completed one. We'll have a designer studio on that as well. So there we have it, the JU88 online right now. Should mention too, we also have a sale going on here for the first 100 customers. Our coupon code for the first 100 uses is Warrior. So save yourself 10% if you're one of the first 100 orders at checkout. And that is in honor of our next kit that we'll look at here. This is the Kiowa Warrior.
This has been an interesting kit to kind of watch development for. I mean, this actual helicopter dates back, Vietnam era, and they've been modernizing it pretty much ever since.
Wrong way.
I didn't really know a whole lot about this helicopter, so it's been cool to watch Dan put this together.
Yeah, well, and Dan is definitely well versed in these smaller helicopters, as we can see from this little guy here.
Bam.
So this is the little bird, just a little bit of a size comparison here. Sorry, this one's a little bent and dusty because it's mine. But I thought we'd do a little side by side just so we could take a look at it. It's definitely bigger and has got a little bit more going on there, but we haven't had that little bird out in a while, so we thought we'd do a little side by side.
Yeah, one thing that we're not seeing here is I just finished up all the artwork for the Kiowa Warrior, and there's a ton of printed elements in this. And two pilots in this kit, shaping up to be one of my, we'll see how it prints, but I'm really excited for it. Maybe one of my more favorite minifigures I've made in a while. So
disclaimer to our friends at Bell, this is heavily still in its prototype phase. We're waiting to get all this stuff approved. But as Landon was saying, there's actually no stickers scheduled to go on this kit, which means all the decals, everything you see in the render online right now is going to be printed, including those two custom figures that come with it that I believe also have new pilot helmets.
Yep, new pilot helmets. Our own internally produced design, and we're printing it, 3D printing it in-house, and then a little bit of a UV printing on top of the helmet as well.
Really, really cool.
Yeah,
so this is shaping up to be an awesome helicopter. Don't miss out on it. Once again, we are still kind of operating on those guidelines we talked about in the last SitRep. So after this pre-order is gone, which I'm sure it'll go quick, it'll be 2-3 months before we're able to open up another round of those. So if you want to get in on them before the holiday season, make sure to pick up your stuff right now. Now we'll segue over to our awesome figures.
Yes.
That we have released. So where do you want to start? Do you want to start with the new minifigure of the month and the perfect caliber, or should we go to the Coast Guard dress uniforms?
Let's talk about the Coast Guard dress uniforms here.
Cool.
Of course, we got a wide assortment here of all the different LEGO flesh tones, and then male, female. One thing, I think the biggest thing to stand out is this all new bucket, what do they call it? The bucket cover, bucket cap. You'd see this actually in World War II pretty commonly on female officers and the like. But really cool. So I'm excited for this bucket cover, all new design. You'll see this for some World War II minifigures coming up eventually. But a nice addition. So the U.S. Coast Guard is one of the last branches that I'm aware of that they still use this. The bucket cover, so that's interesting to see. Yeah,
it's a really cool lineup. So the U.S. Coast Guard's birthday is August 4th, and so that's kind of what inspired this release. We did the dress uniforms, and then obviously those custom headwear on top of all that. So they look fantastic, and I love that you can get them in all the options. That's going to be something we're going to try to do, especially for these premium figures going forward. So congratulations to you and the print team, because those look fantastic.
Yeah, and the thought here is that maybe you know somebody, or yourself are part of these different branches, and this is kind of a great way to a gift or something for a family member, a friend, somebody who's serving. So that was the thought behind this. Moving on to the minifigure of the month. This is the modern U.S. Navy SEAL.
So cool.
Very cool, and this is decked out head to toe in that AOR1 camouflage pattern. Very similar to Marpat. But this is kind of the Navy SEALs kind of specific version. I think they're actually bringing this camouflage pattern out to just the soldier, the Navy personnel in general, but it used to be just on these guys. So yeah, this guy's currently, he has a M4 SOP mod. This is our perfect caliber, where we're taking Will from Brick Arms, we're taking his M4 tack, and we are adding our own printing to it. kind of to bring it to that the next detail level. So this one here is simulating a sort of field applied camouflage pattern. Spray paint. It was all done by hand. Is what I'm trying to replicate here. So yeah.
And that's pretty cool to have like field customizations. You're able to achieve that in Lego just through some cool printing.
Yep. And then I guess for the minifigure, custom. This is our Brickmania's very own helmet here. This is the fast helmet with our own printing. So that's been a really cool helmet to sort of see our team produce this in-house.
Sure.
And now we're adding printing to it. The same spray paint simulated camouflage pattern on that helmet. Plate carrier on the minifigure. I'm pretty sure these seal dudes just find like the smallest size plate carrier possible. It's just this tiny little thing. It's funny. So yeah, plate carrier, ammo pouches.
It's got to be fast, right? Nobody's fast with a big plate carrier, so that's what they're thinking.
It's like a youth extra small plate carrier or something that they're wearing.
Baby's first plate carrier, but it's good enough.
Or these
for
dudes are just like ripped. I don't know.
Yeah, right. Sure, it just looks small on them. That makes perfect sense.
So it's a cool figure. This is also going to go really nicely with the Humvee that's coming out at the same time. So it's kind of was designed to work with that Humvee as well. So the crew in there has some similar gear.
Yeah, which we actually have. Oh, one of these right over here.
Oh, I've actually never seen
this is
them.
sold out.
Okay.
So you can't unfortunately get this right now. But to use it, those of you who got in on the pre-order, now you have the minifigure of the month that'll complement that beautifully.
This is quite the team here, you know.
Well, look at how ridiculous this Humvee look. I mean, like talk about bristling with brick arms.
That's quite
Trademark.
Is it?
Trademark.
It's not
no.
trademark. It's trademark now.
It's trademark now. Bristling with brick arms.
Yeah.
With Dylan and whatever. we'll move on from there. But yeah, so that's a really cool little setup there. That looks awesome, that minifigure of the month. So that'll be available all month long. We'll try to keep the perfect caliber in stock as well. I'm sure the first couple of batches will go fast, so be on the lookout for those. And then if you were lucky enough to pick up one of these Humvees, it'll be coming around the same time. Otherwise, we will have more of them back. All the licensed product, like the AM General stuff, we'll be bringing back regularly. So if you missed it the first time, you'll get another shot at it. We're just not sure when we'll be able to fit it in the production schedule. So the next thing we have here is some awesome micro brick battle stuff. So this is the Japanese artillery pack, the Japanese tank, and the ground attack aircraft. But I'm not going to actually talk about this because this is one of the first designs created by Mary Wilson, who is the new designer here at Brickmania, along with Brennan. And so now we're actually going to head over to the design room and do some check-ins with the designers. Okay, so if this doesn't look like the desk of a Brickmania designer, I don't know what is. And that is because this is the desk of Brickmania's newest designer, Mary Wilson. Mary, say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Yeah, so you're appearing on your first SitRep, and that's because this week we have some awesome micro brick battle stuff. What are we looking at here, Mary?
Yeah, so these are my very first Brickmania models. Super exciting. This is a Sonia aircraft. We've got the Chi-Nu Type 3 tank, and we've got our Japanese artillery lineup right there.
Yeah, that's a pretty sweet addition to micro brick battle. So these came after you updated Dan's Bradley, correct?
Actually, they came before.
Oh, they came before. Okay, so starting off in micro scale, what was that like?
Honestly, it's more of what I do at home because of my limited brick selection, so I think it was a good way to start. And then it was a lot easier to move into the larger builds after starting on a smaller scale and like getting feedback that way and working through the process on a micro scale.
Well, very, very cool. We are excited to see your first release and looking forward to what you have to offer in the future. All right, Brickmaniacs, so this is Brennan. He is working on being a designer here at Brickmania. He's a big fan of aircraft. We spent some time at EAA together this last year. Are you missing it this year, Brennan?
I am missing it tremendously.
I know, I am too. That was pretty fun, wasn't it?
I go every single year when I can, and going there for my job made it all the better, because it means I get to share it with all you guys.
So safe to say you're a fan of aircraft.
Yes.
So what are you working on here?
This is a early war fighter. It's kind of a peculiar one. It had a lot of difficulties trying to get everything to work together at once, but it's coming together really nicely for my first build. So
yes, and when it's done, it'll be your first Brickmania kit, which is pretty awesome.
it's kind of crazy. Didn't think I'd get here. But here we are.
Yes, here we are. Well, we're looking forward to seeing more of what you can do in the future, Brennan, and we'll make sure to check back in later, okay?
All right.
Cool. All right, Brick Maniacs, it is Friday, so we are going to join Dan in his design cabana because he's got some cool stuff to show off. Dan, what are we looking at here?
This is the SH-60H Seahawk, or as the pilots would call it, the Nighthawk. So this is the Navy's latest of the series of Seahawk helicopters, Sikorsky SH-60. It's basically a search and rescue helicopter that the Navy uses, similar function as the old Nighthawk helicopter. And it, as you can see, it's armed. It's heavily armed.
No kidding.
This particular model, this is a kind of a typical loadout with the Hellfire missiles, M240s in the windows, and then the GAU 21 over that big, basically big, fast
Long barrel, yeah.
M3 or M2 HB, M3 machine gun. So yeah, some new kind of cool stuff on here. There's some new brick arms that are coming. I mean, these M240s been around for a little bit, and same with all the parts you see here. But we're going to get some extra long belts made, hopefully, for this gun.
Sweet.
So ammo. I guess not belts, or feed chutes for the ammunition. But this has been a long time in the making. The first time I've made a dedicated Navy helicopter. So we've done all the different branches that fly the Black Hawk, and this will be the last one that we haven't done yet.
So there you have it. This is the prototype model designed by Dan Siskin. Be on the lookout for the pre-order in these upcoming weeks. Hey, Slam, what you got going on? Lasers! All right, cool. So that's the design room, checking in with some of the designers. We'll try to do that more regularly so we can hear what everybody's working on, etc. So good to meet Mary and Brennan, have their first appearances here on the SitRep. We will have designers' desks with them in the future. And then everybody knows Slam and his lasers. That's pretty cool. And then obviously, Dan and his cabana. It's Friday, right?
It's Friday.
Yeah, got to hang out, put the lights on, and show off your next helicopter. He's got a thing for the blades right now, I suppose. Yeah, good for him. They look awesome. So
they do. So
that's really cool. Couple of things to mention. Once again, sorry if I butchered this at the start of it, but you can use code Warrior for the first 100 people. Get yourself 10% off. So make sure to take advantage of that. And then the couple of mentions we have. So Thursday, August 6th, which is next Thursday, is the next Brickmania Vault.
Get ready.
And we've got a thing down in the design room that's sitting in a box that needs to get put together.
Do we now? Are you putting it together?
Well, I'm not going to put it together, but I was hoping you'd tell people what it is.
I don't remember what it is.
Oh. It's a B-17G. Oh. I tried for that. It's okay. It's all right.
You set me up perfectly for this, and I was like, I don't know.
We've got some really cool stuff that's heading for the vault this next Thursday. One of them is indeed a B-17, so that'll be really cool to see. Be on the lookout for that 8 a.m. Central Time next Thursday, which is the 6th of August. Finally, the Mission Project, which is our charity for World War Brick 2021. We did do an interview with Mary, who's the founder of that. So make sure to check that out on our YouTube channel right now. There's places for donate. They do some really important work, so make sure to check that out. It's kind of a podcast format that we put it up because there wasn't so much visually going on, but it's a good listen. Just pop it on and hear more about some of the important work they do because it is cool. More content heading for microbrickbattle.com. We're going to get Roll20 activated, which is going to be super awesome. Do you do anything on Roll20?
I do.
Yeah, play a little Dungeons and Dragons.
I do.
Same here. Look at that. D&D is awesome, but we could probably kill an entire SitRep talking about that. So we'll move away from the D&D. Our last note there is that those Lego minifigures that we've showed in the video that's playing right now, those will be in our stores hopefully within the next week to 2 weeks. They'll start shipping out, so we'll make sure to let you know on social media when those have touched down. So there we have it. We've got
that's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I know. We've got a new pre-order. We've got a new release. We've got new Micro Brick Battle stuff. We've got 2 new figures, and
2 new designers.
And 2 new designers. Like, whew, this is a lot for a SitRep.
That's cool.
Anything else you want to add to it?
I got nothing.
Okay, fair enough. Well, then we'll check back in on Monday.